Some of the greatest minds in history have shared one particular trait. Not brilliance, not discipline, not vision. They owned cats. Welcome to 277 Broadcast. Today, we explore the not-so-scientific but weirdly consistent pattern that links genius with fur, aloofness, and a tendency to knock shit off shelves at 3 a.m. Because apparently, behind every revolutionary idea, there was a feline judging it from the windowsill. Let's begin the unofficial catwalk of intellectuals. Ernest Hemingway. Not only did he write in sparse, powerful prose, the man had an entire colony of six-toed cats. They still live at his house in Key West. Apparently, the only thing more consistent than Hemingway's alcoholism was his commitment to polydactyl purring. Charles Bukowski. Drunk, broken, brutal, but cats, he adored them. They calmed him. He wrote entire poems about their indifference and grace, which, let's be honest, is more emotional intelligence than most of his relationships. Edgar Allan Poe. The man was a cat. He practically hissed his poetry. Mysterious, nocturnal, fascinated by death, with a house full of ghosts. Of course he had a cat. Named Katerina. No joke. Kant. Yes, Mr. Structure. Mr. Same Walk every day at precisely the same time. Had a cat. Because nothing says philosophical rigor like sharing your sofa with an entity that violates all your schedules. Add to the list Jean Cocteau, Victor Hugo, Raymond Chandler, Patricia Highsmith. Even Newton, yes, that Newton, apparently owned cats and once cut a hole in his door so the cat could come and go during experiments. Legend. So what does this mean? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But it's fun to pretend that genius requires a cat. Or that being stared at by something with no respect for your ego keeps your mind sharp. Maybe cats appeal to thinkers because they offer what humans don't. Silence. Ambiguity. Non-compliance. Maybe it's because cats don't need you, and that makes you earn every interaction. Which, let's be honest, is more challenging than peer review. Or maybe thinkers just didn't have the energy for dogs. Of course, these people weren't saints. Hemingway was volatile. Bukowski was violent. Poe was a romantic corpse with a pen. Kant made German efficiency seem fun. But that's the beauty of it. They were complex, flawed, brilliant, and still came home to a creature that couldn't care less, which might have been the most grounding thing in their lives. So here's the takeaway. You don't need a cat to be a genius, but if you do have one, and you're full of existential dread, you're in decent company. Subscribe to 277 Broadcast. Send this to someone who thinks cats are just decorative furniture with claws. And remember, sometimes the sharpest minds just need something softer to ignore them.